Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to this week episode 21 of the Braxton Family Values. As I told you last week, I am hooked on the Braxton Family Values, and this is my third time watching the Braxton Family Values, and I am enjoying this, my first season of the Braxton family. Now this week is a continuation of last week's episode where the sisters came up with this idea that they should blend their families together by going on this ridiculous family vacation to Mexico. Now last week they asked Mr. Braxton, their dad, to attend the vacation with them. And of course, Mr. Braxton suggested that they should include bringing his new wife, which I think, as I expressed last week, this is such a ridiculous idea. Now, who does that? Now, okay, this next scene, Trina meets up with her mother and to enjoy some mother and daughter time. And during this time, Miss Braxton, unbeknownst to her, Trina has some hidden agenda. She has a hidden agenda. Now she convinces Miss Braxton to go on this family vacation with them and their father. Now, Miss Braxton, she's all concerned about the daughters now. She wants them to work out their relationship. So she's like, okay, yeah, I want you all to, enjoy one another and become sisters and close again. But now Trina, the good daughter, now she's failed to mention to Miss Braxton that Mr. Braxton will be bringing Mrs. Braxton, the new Miss Braxton, on this lovely family vacation. Now, why do everybody, I don't know, keep calling this lady the new wife? Now, I think they have been married for at least about 15 years, so, she's not the new wife. Now, on the next scene, Tawanda goes to therapy and sort of blames the demise of her marriage on the way her parents valued their marriage, I think of about 30 or 38 years. And as she got older now, it made her pretty much look at marriage in a different light. And so pretty much, as she also grew older, she pretty much didn't even want to get married. And so she met Andre at a club and they became friends, and somehow they end up getting married. And so she kept on talking to her therapist, and he listened. So he told her, he suggested that her and Andre come to a therapist section. But Tawanda doubts that Andre will be opening to joining here at a session. Because pretty much at this point her marriage is unraveling, and Andre is he's a stay-at-home father, and she is pretty much the breadwinner. And I guess pretty much what Tawanda did, I guess she thought during her marriage that she thought pretty much that she could deal and cope with Andre staying at home and not having a career. But I guess as time went on, she pretty much wanted them two being a power couple. She wanted him to work and she to work. Being in Hollywood, they seeing those it couples and power couple. And as time went on, she like, maybe, but he also said, later on in another scene that he quit his job to stay at home. So she agrees to have a session with Andre. So Andre and Tawanda meets up at this bar because they fear that the children would overhear their conversation. And then Andre basically called her a bad mother. Now he threw up in her face that the kids ask, why is she always gone? Now these kids, they're pretty much, they're pretty big kids and self-sufficient. Now I'm not really sure at this age that these kids are going around saying, why is mother never at home? But this is what Andre is telling Tawanda, and I don't know if he's telling her this to make her feel guilty or just being vindictive or what. But this is what he was throwing up in her face as they met at the bar. So essentially, he is telling her that he wants full custody, not joint custody, but full custody of their children, and he wants their LA and Maryland property. Okay. As I was listening to them, it will be really, really, really nice and awesome if these two would just, if they could just make things work. They have two beautiful, beautiful kids, and they are only a really popular reality show. So why not just build and create together and just make things work? But, I guess it's not that easy, but oh well. I digress. Now, he's also brought up the fact that she doesn't put her family first, but if her mother or sister need her, now she'll jump on a plane in a minute and fly out to see them. But I may be wrong and you all may see things differently, but I honestly think Andre deserves those kids because he's really been there for them. I really do. I really, really do. And honestly, I think those kids probably, if they're asked, they probably want to be, and stay there with Andre. Because, who do you think they see most? And like Andre says, their first ballet, their first baseball game, is him. And Tawanda, she flies there, at the last minute. So I really, honestly think those kids probably want to stay there with Andre. And, who do you think they know? Probably Andre. Now, in the next scene, Miss Braxton, Tamar, and Miss Tony Braxton, the living legend, now they are being messy. Now, they start talking about a situation that happened with Trina and her ex-boyfriend, Jayson. Now, to me, this is the main reason why there's a rift in their sisterhood. The main reason. Now, they start talking about a situation where Trina and Jayson, where the cops or the Fed shows up at Trina's house and Jayson gets arrested. So they say that they need to get with Trina. Too many T's. They need to get with Trina to get to the bottom of what happens. Now, I thought to myself, now, why are you all so interested in what happened with Trina when you all never shares what's going on with you? And it's funny, in the next scene, this is pretty much what Trina says. So we're going to move on to the next scene. So the sisters get together over drinks or whatever it is. Okay. But, okay, let me get back. I digress. Now, where the sister, to me, this is where the sisters judge one another a lot. Now, they judge each other with an intensity. I'm sure. But they really, really, really have their issues with one another, which I think are just horrible. And that makes them feel uncomfortable. Now, well, Tamar didn't share, like Trina said, didn't share. Now, that situation where Vince, they said allegedly Vince bit her finger or however that was. And Tony, they've been saying for months that Tony has been dating Birdman. And I don't think too many people buy a Bentley for their friend. But hey, maybe they do in Hollywood. Who knows? Now, Tawanda doesn't share, according to them, anything hardly about her divorce. But, oh well. So, this is a big part of their communication breakdown. No one wants to speak about what's going on in their lives. So Trina is in a position, to me, now this is just little me, where she feels her sisters are not opening up to her. So why should she, in my opinion, why should she explain to them what is going on between her and Jayson? But she gives them some bogus, reason why Jayson was arrested at her house and handcuffed, whatever. And I don't know, I'm not sure if the sister bought off on what was happening at Jayson's, why he got arrested or whatever. But I guess we'll find out next week. But to me, they really drag out these episodes, but I'm sure they have their reason for doing this. But this is pretty much the end of my video, and I really hate to see the families not getting along, because if you don't have your families, who do you have? So hopefully the sisters get themselves together. And before I get out of here, don't forget to thumbs up this video, and if you didn't subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell so you will be notified of any new videos that I will post in the near future. And if you have not subscribed or became a part of the Shayfab family, please do. And if you have any comments or questions, please email them or submit them in the comment section below. And my email address is shaywithchrist@gmail.com, and that also linked in the description box below. And God bless you, and I will see you in future videos. And thank you as always for watching my videos, because I know there are many videos that you could have been watching, but you stopped by to watch mine. God bless you.